What are those additional features we already discussed? Okay, overview. So it is client-side script. So client-side script means where it executes in the browser. Server-side script execute in server. So one small diagram I will show you about this. For example, this is one server. In this server, one website is there. It contains many pages. Assume that this is one web page. In this web page, that programmer implemented client side as well as server side script. Okay, both implemented. Yes, in this web page, programmer implemented client side code and server side. For client side code, you can use JavaScript. The next level technologies of JavaScript like React, Angular, etc. Those things they can use, right? Yeah. Now server side means PHP, JSP, Java servlets, ASP likes. This is a browser. Yes, this is a browser. Now this user is sending a request to access this one. Okay, then what is happening? The response is coming here. Okay, response is coming. At the time of coming this response, what the client side code implemented by this programmer, so that entire code is downloading into the client system. Client means who? The person who is accessing our application. In his system, it is downloading and executes in his system with the help of browser. It executes where? In the client system with the help of browser. So that is the concept of this. But server-side script executes here only. Okay. And the result only downloading into the browser. Yes. So here in this computer means server side executes that script in client system, JavaScript, React, Angular, Node.js, all these technologies execute. Like that, this is about the client side and server side scripts. Yes, clear? Yeah. I hope you understand this, right? Fine. Now, see, in old days, JavaScript was the technology which we used to work. But these days we are working with these other technologies like React, Angular, etc. Okay. And already I told you React implemented by Jordan Walkie, 2013. So he is one of the employees of Facebook organization and he implemented this React.js in the year 2013. What the main reason behind this implementation? Why he implemented this? Yes. Actually, to work with the Facebook chat concept, he implemented this. Is it clear? In Facebook, to work with the chatting concept, he implemented this. That's the main reason. Okay. Later, they released this React.js as open source client-side script. From then, everyone started working with this React.js. You got it? Everyone means in other websites also they use this React.js. That's the main point of this. Okay. Yes. Is it clear? So that is the main point of this. Now, the main reason to implement this React.js is, okay, to work with Facebook chat concept, but later they added more functionalities and released as open source client-side script. Then outsiders also started working with this React.js. That is the main point. Okay, yeah. Now, these client-side scripts, why we are using the client-side scripts? Yeah. The main reason to use the client-side scripts, one is to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. That's the first point. What is that? To apply dynamic functionalities on the HTML controls. By default, HTML controls are static controls. We want to convert them as dynamic controls. Then we are taking the support of this client-side scripts. So it may be JavaScript or React, Angular, etc., etc. Okay. Next one, validations point of view. And next one here, browser coding means logics we can execute in browser. Yesterday I told you one point. If you write any logic in server-side script, to execute that logic, when request is going to the server, there the script is processing and response is coming back to the browser. For this entire process, it takes some time. So in case the same logic if implemented using client-side scripts, what is the benefit? It executes in the client system. That's why immediately user can see the result. Okay. Means in performance point of it is faster. That's why most of the logics were implemented client-side technologies. Around, we can easily say 60 to 70% is code. Okay. 60 to 70% is code. In website development, we are implementing with client-side. Okay. Next one, Ajax. To work with Ajax, I will discuss with you what is Ajax and how to work with Ajax. Everything I will discuss with you. So these are the basic points which already we covered in the last class. Just a small recap about this. And along with this, we also discussed, what are the more advantages we have in react.js compared with the JavaScript, right? So that is also discussed. Now, if you take JavaScript, okay, JavaScript is not supporting many concepts, okay, like single page application. Next one, data binding. So these type of concepts are not there in JavaScript. But if we take the React.js, okay, React.js supports all these concepts. Okay. So what are the concepts it is supporting here? Data binding is one concept. Okay. Because of this data binding, we can easily bind the variable with HTML control. Yes, what is the data binding? What is the main purpose of data binding? What is the main purpose of this? Yes. So what are the modifications we are doing on the data? Data is nothing but here variable. Those modifications directly will affect on the HTML control. For that, as a programmer, you need not write any extra code. Is this clear? Yeah. Generally, in other technologies, when the variable is modified, that value you want to pick, then we need to write some extra logics. But here we are taking the support of data binding. Means without any extra code, those updates are coming into the control. Next one, single page application. Very, very important. I told you we are spending around 8 to 9 days. Single page application means at the time of loading the web page, all the other pages, not only home page, all the other pages will load into the browser. Yes, all other pages are loading into the browser. This concept we are calling a single page application. Means so home, about us, contact us, services, okay, inbox, like that. Many pages you are going to create in your website. All these pages are loading at a time. So that's why if user wants to redirect from home to about us or about us to contact us, every time no need to go to the server, from directly from browser, he can access that information. Yes. So it is very fast in performance. 1 second. Stay on the line. Okay. So this single page application, very important. So React, Angular, these technologies popular. What is the reason behind that? Because of this single page application and data binding. Okay, these are the very core concepts. I will discuss with you how to work with this single page application, authentication, authorization, everything. Like that, many concepts. Okay, validators, predefined validators it is supporting. Okay, so no need to write the logics to validate the controls. Many predefined validators are available. And next one here. So very important JSX support is there. This support is not available in Angular also. JSX stands for what? JavaScript XML. What is the JSX? Nothing is there. Till now, in companies, we used to develop JavaScript separate and HTML separate. Okay. According to the requirement, we are calling the HTML contours from JavaScript. This type of program worked. But with the help of JSX, we can combine these two scripts. Means I can write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. I can also write the JavaScript code inside the HTML. That is the concept of JSX. It is not there in Angular also. Okay. Next one supports. Yeah. So virtual DOM. I will tell you later what is virtual DOM. Okay. Because of this virtual DOM, React application is faster than Angular. Next one supports. Okay. So mobile application development, not only web application, with the support of native package. So coding is React coding only in mobile application as well as web application. Only designing point of view in web application, we are using HTML, and mobile application to display the contours, we are using native. Means if you learn this native with the idea of react.js, you can develop not only websites, even mobile applications also can develop. Okay. Next one here, it supports Redux direct library it is providing. We can easily work with this state management concept. State management is nothing but transferring the data one page to another page. That is a state management. Okay. So for example, login page is there. That login page information you want to transfer to another page, welcome page or some other page. In that point of, we are taking the support of state management concepts. Okay. Yes. So for that, we are using cookies, local storage, session storage, and Redux. Redux is providing more advantage for us. Okay, I will explain you how to work with this Redux. Like that, many more features added here. Okay, so virtual DOM is there. Next one, it is JavaScript based. So one question, if you ask me why React got much popular, okay, than Angular. So two reasons behind that. One is Angular learning curve is more because it contains many libraries. Okay, that's why it is very heavy, and for learning it takes much time. So the first reason. Second reason, to work with Angular, you should know concepts of TypeScript. Is it clear? To work with the Angular, you should know concepts of TypeScript. Means that is separate technology we need to learn. But react.js applications we can develop by using either JavaScript or TypeScript. Anyone we can use here. Okay. You can use either JavaScript or TypeScript. That is a big advantage. In companies, already many programmers from past few years work with JavaScript. So for them, what is the next upgrade? This is React. It becomes easy for them. That's why many teams formed in company with this React.js. Okay. Because already I know JavaScript, then simply I can go to the React.js for the next career upgrade. Yes. So due to that reason, many companies already established with, many teams established in the companies with this React.js. That's why if they want to join, means if they want to create a new project, already React teams are there. So they are assigning that project to that team, and new resource also they're taking based on this React.js. Okay. But Angular also good. Okay. Angular also good. Okay. So many companies still working with Angular. Okay. So comparatively, so React has more, not that much difference, a bit more. Okay. High means job openings because of these reasons. Simply we can learn this React.js. And next one, it is JavaScript support. Not only JavaScript, even we can use TypeScript. Angular, if you take, completely JavaScript based. Okay. Next one, simple coding. Coding is very simple. Till here we covered in the last class. Okay. So I recap those things. Now here, one use case I will discuss with you. Yes. For example, in projects, we are creating login concept, registration concept, like the different types of concepts we are creating here. Now, once you take the login concept, what are the steps involved in that login concept? Yes. Yeah. What are the steps we have in that login concept? So first we need to design the login page. Yeah. What are the technologies we are using to design the login page? Can you tell me? To design any web page, what are the technologies in company they are using? HTML, CSS, like that. Yes, HTML we are using to display the controls, and CSS we are using to provide some additional styles on the controls. Bootstrap we are using for what? Responsive. What is meaning of responsive? So your web page should be compatible with any device like mobile, desktop, tab, etc. For that, in Bootstrap, grid concept is there that we are using, and Bootstrap also providing some predefined components, controls, as well as styles. That's the first step. What the second step in this login? Yes. So second step is nothing but validation. We are using validation. So here we are taking the support of client side scripts, nothing but React. Yes. Next, send data to server. Data means what is that? Username, password. Okay. In that point of view, Ajax we are using, it is nothing but client side script. So here also we are using React because we are working with React. That's why. Or else you can use Angular, Vue.js, okay, anything. Okay. Yeah. Now we are working with React. Next, once you send the data, check username, password, where in DB, whether valid or invalid. Okay. In this point of view, server-side scripts we are using, nothing but here Java, JSP, ASP, PHP like that. Okay. getting the support of this server side script. Redirect to welcome page or error page. Again here, routing, nothing but single page application with the help of React or any other client side script. Means here in this login concept, we have these steps to finish this login concept. In second step, third step, and fifth step, we are using client side script. In first step, designers are working with HTML and CSS. And programmers, server-side programmers, Java.NET, they are working with the fourth step. So if you observe here, there are three steps which we are implementing with this client-side scripting. So there we are using react.js. So that much of demand is there. So not only login concept, if you take any concept, okay. So these are common things. Okay. Yeah. So any questions till now you want to ask me? Now here, see, UI designer. The person who is working with that UI screens, that person we are calling as UI designer. He is using the technology HTML, CSS, bootstrap like that. Now UI developer, front-end coding, means browser coding. That person we are calling as UI developer, working with React, Angular, these technologies. Okay. Next one. Okay. Server side programmer. The person who is working with, okay, Java programming and ASP.NET, .NET Core, and Node.js, or PHP, these technologies. Next one, full stack is there. We are discussing about the roles. What are the roles? So we are coming under UI developer, and full stack also, it is the combination of front end plus server side, means we can call it as back end plus any database. So database is not compulsory for full stack developer. So any front end technology like React, Angular, etc. And any backend technology like Java, .NET, Node.js, etc. So this person we are calling as full stack developer. It is clear. Next one, main stack is there, very popular. Okay. It is also same as full stack, but difference is in full stack for front end Angular we can use, React we can use anything. In backend we are using yes Java, .NET, Node, etc. But main stack, if you observe here, so in front end react.js, okay, and in server side backend Node and Node related framework is there, that is Express. And in full stack database, Oracle, SQL Server, anything we can use. But here, MongoDB. Yes, we are working with MongoDB. This is main stack. Means once you completed this React, after 1 or 2 years experience, we can upgrade our skills to main stack by learning Node and React. Sorry, Node and MongoDB. Okay. Then you will become a full stack developer. And in industry, mean is also there. It is also same like and full stack only, but only difference is we are using Angular. Okay. Here we are using react.js for front-end coding, and here we are using Angular for this front-end code. Is it clear? This is the concept of this. Okay. Now here, I'm going to open one website. For example, Flipkart. Now this website is loaded. Okay. And if you observe this website, here this pop-up is displaying. To design this pop-up, HTML, CSS, to apply the color on this button, everything. So for designing point of view, we are using these technologies. Okay. Now this pop-up, if you observe here, it is displaying at the time of loading. And if I click on the close button, it is closing. So everything we are working with the client-side code. So if you click here, then it will close. That is client-side code. Okay. And if I click on register request OTP, so this validation is coming. This is client-side code. Now what happens if I enter any number? Okay, something like this, I type in one number. Okay. Then if I click on this, now request is going to the server. Is it clear? And it is checking whether that number is existed or not. It is not there. That's why I entered mobile number. Again, it is asking. So it is checking the number is existed or not. Where it is checking in the database or server. That time server-side programming is coming into the picture. Yes, if I enter any number here and click on the button, one request is going, that through Ajax the request is going. So that's why if you observe here, page is not submitting. Okay, 1 second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, like that. Click on this. Then the request is going to the server. But login with OTP unavailable, something it displays here. Okay. So the result is coming because of non-registered number in this website. So then pop-up is coming here. Because of that, that pop-up is also coming through client-side script. Like that. So if I click on the mobiles, for example, MI is selected. Okay. Now you can see here, any mobile, if I click on this, see, this is entirely, if I move the mouse over this, it is changing the images. This is entirely client-side script. So if you observe here, no request is going to the server. Yes. Like that, many concepts, not only validations, many concepts we can implement these client-side technologies. Okay. Calculations, everything we can do with that client-side technologies. Okay. If I click on this, colors, it is changing here. Okay. Now, 1 second. See these colors. Okay, means the colors changing means different images we are displaying according to the mouse over everything. Okay. And for example, if you take any bank applications, in the bank applications, calculations like EMI calculator is there. So that we can do with client-side script. Like that, not only, okay, dynamic functionalities like this, we can also perform some calculations. We are sending the request to the server without submit the web page with the help of Ajax, that is client-side script. Yes. Like that, many things we can do with this Ajax. Sorry, client-side technologies. Without client-side technology, there is no website. Okay, that's the main thing. So anyhow, this is the basic information I provided to you. Now we are ready to start the programming. As I told you, okay, in this programming point of view, first we are covering the JavaScript. I will show you what are the topics in JavaScript I will discuss with you. Yeah. So declarations, variables, variable types. Okay. Next one, variable scopes. Okay. Next one, types of functions. Okay. Like that. Okay. After that, anonymous function, arrow function, IAFE, callbacks, ECMAScript 6 concepts. Next, events, dynamic events. Okay. So what is var and let hosting arrays? JavaScript also supports some object-oriented concepts. Here, object, how to create the object, how to create the nested object, destructuring. See, we will discuss how to connect with the API service of backend. The API service gives the information in the form of object. So this concept is very, very important for us. Okay. And BOM objects are there, window, document history, like the different types of browser objects we have, date match. Okay. After that, we will cover Ajax promises and how to call the functions by using call, apply, bind, asynchronous programming, async await. And I told you oops concepts. Okay, class object inheritance, event bubbling, trickling, loop, event loop, exception handling. Okay. Like that, state management. I told you we can use local storage, SS storage. Okay. And Redux everything. Okay. So Redux we don't discuss in JavaScript. We'll discuss with that react.js. So up to here, closures, currying. Okay. Up to here, JavaScript concepts we are discussing. 18th version of React we discuss. Okay. Yeah. Now here for the JavaScript only we are spending around 20 to 24 days. Okay. Is it clear? After that, React.js concept. Actually, I'm using page, web page, home page about us. But in React or Angular, if you take the terminology is component, we are calling them as components. So we will discuss how to work with the functional components as a class components and how to work with the node repository to import what is JSX expression state. Okay, component state forms. And next one here, many concepts are the life cycle hooks methods are there, CSS integration, bootstrap integration. Okay, next one here, how to work with the reduce and action by using Redux. Okay, and APIs that methods hooks are there, context API provide state, like the different types of hooks we have. So many concepts in this React we are discussing here. Okay, and events, control component, uncontrol component. Okay, okay, form submission, error checkings. Okay, HTTP, Ajax, for Ajax we are using this HTTP. Okay, so Axios, Axios is also for Ajax. And cloud operations, server side integrations, we're discussing how to call the API service. Okay, like that, these are different concepts we have. Okay. All these concepts we'll discuss. Okay. Lazy loading, routing means single page application, authentication, authorization, shopping cart application, how to work with the products display and more page, like the different concepts we have. All these concepts we are discussing here. Okay. Yeah. What is higher order component, like that. So this is a pattern which I am following. Okay. So we are ready to start the programming. And first I told you I would start with JavaScript. Okay. Once JavaScript is completed, then only we are moving to that React.js. Otherwise, it is tough to us to understand the React concepts. So that's why next class, I will start the JavaScript. Okay, this is some basic information. What is React.js I have given. Anyhow, you got some clarity. React.js we are using to develop the websites as well as mobile applications. This is not for designing. This is for coding. Coding two types we have. One is browser execution coding inside the browser client side. Another one is executes in server. Okay. So React comes under client-side coding. That's the point of this. Okay. Yeah. I will tell you the concepts, everything. I will tell you the concepts, real-time scenarios, everything will be covered here. No worries in that point of view. Okay. So in my projects, what I am doing with this React.js. Okay. So I will cover those all. Okay. After JavaScript, we are starting the React.js. In this React.js, we are discussing the all concepts which I showed you. Okay. Background. So it takes around 65 to 70 days, I told you. Okay. And I will provide you the recordings, Google Drive access. Once this demo completed, then I will provide you the drive access, everything. You can access recordings, notes, programs, database programs, everything from the drive. That's the concept. Okay. So from your side, any doubts, any questions you have, you can ask. Huh? Any questions, any doubts?
Yeah, I have a question. As a beginner, what are the best suggestions you can do that to speed up from our side?
See, not only in this technology, any technology, if you take much practice is important. Okay. So what are the concepts I'm discussing here? So those concepts immediately you have to work and you have to think what happens in that programming. Some people, they are typing and executing the program, so they don't understand anything or the logic of that program. So logical point of view, you must be strong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why more practice is required. No need to go for any other books or any other help websites. Okay. What are the concepts we are discussing? If you move around those concepts every day, so that is very helpful to you because we are covering many entry questions and all.
Okay. Any prerequisites to come up this?
What is your question? Now you can ask.
Any prerequisites while learning React.js other than JavaScript?
What is that?
Any prerequisites like any other technology do we need to learn
No, no,
React.js
no.
other than JavaScript?
No, JavaScript only the main thing you have to learn.
Okay, but as part of this training, you are going to cover JavaScript also.
Yeah, and a complete JavaScript I will cover.
Okay,
Both
all right.
core JavaScript as well as advanced JavaScript. We are covering this training part. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other doubts?
Swamy, Node.js is required or?
No. But card operations we discussed. We will discuss, right?
Okay.
In that point of view, some part of node is required. That's why I will explain you that node up to the requirement. Even I will explain that MongoDB also.
Okay.
Because without knowledge on this node and MongoDB, you can't work with the CRUD operations in companies. Server-side program is creating the API services and he will provide us, right? But here we are practicing as a individual contributor. That's why compulsory at the time of working with the CRUD operations, you have to run the API services in backend. So that time I will explain you only one or 2 days of node. That's all, not more than that.
Okay.
But to work with the companies, it is not required for us. Okay,
Okay, Swamy. Yeah. Thank you.
next. Any other questions? Okay, fine. If no question, then I will conclude this call. I will switch off this session. First Saturday we don't have class. That's why tomorrow no class for you. Monday onwards, okay. Every week, 6 days a class. Okay. We start the JavaScript concepts. Okay. Yes. Can drop now. Thank you.